wrapped up in my sleeping bag, looking out the window at Aaron's house as the sun is beginning to creep over the horizon. And the trees are silhouetted black against the emerging blue sky with the fading stars up in the sky. And I think to myself how much I hate Aaron because he's got it fucking made with this fantastic house of his, this nice little piece of property tucked away out in the backwoods of South Dakota. God, I fucking hate him. I hope he dies. I hope he dies of syphilis. You piece of shit.
So to maximize my standards of living and my enjoyment on this planet, at least my brain, I don't know about your brain, my brain needs new shit. I don't want to hear the same shit over and over again. I do not watch movies more than once unless it's a work of art, like Kelly's Heroes or The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Man on Fire, Die Hard, obviously. And one of the things that I enjoy the most, because you could take it with you pretty much anywhere now, is just binging on podcasts. I can listen to anything I want, anything. And I gotta give a hat to YouTube. I mean, the technology, and they got everyone, the world's knowledge, everyone's informations and thoughts and philosophy on everything and everything. You know, I like my video game stuff. You guys think it's nerdy, but I find it fascinating. Just let me have my vice. And so it's a golden era for those of you who want your brain to be stimulated with new thoughts and ideas. Because right there, man, I got it right there. I got my headphones charging up. I'm going to go to you could do it while doing anything else, hiking, lifting weights, doing it. I'm going to go to the gym today. I'm going to listen to something. And what I've noticed the past month, especially, probably because there was election going on, is I have my subscriptions, right? Let's do a couple videos. Oh, this person's really good. And unlike most of you, I go to the subscriptions or I'll type in critical drinker because the algorithm is that I do believe they are throttling some channels. Like, where's the critical drinker? That should be recommended all the time. Where's neurotic? Maybe they want to get smaller channels up. They just assume you're going to go to the bigger ones. But Cappy, it didn't come up recommended it. Well, you got to type. In my day, we had to change the channel. Could you believe that? Without remotes. We weren't the rich kids in Edina. We weren't the assholes in Winnetka. We had, if you can imagine this, the TV didn't magically assume what you wanted to watch and throw it up there. You had to get up, reach over, walk, and turn the channel. So I don't know, maybe I'm old school like that. Like, well, you know my name, just go to my channel. There's the videos. I wasn't notified. I get it. I get it. You might be upset about that, but come on, man. You can't change the channel. So, and like you guys, like everyone else, I kind of like, oh, what's it serving up? What's interesting? And I'll scroll because, yeah, it's an ever so slight inconvenience to go to the subscription and go there directly. And I've had to go directly now. I'm going actually to my subscription list. I'm typing in, It's a Gundam, Valiant Renegade, uh, Patrick Boyle, the different channels that I know I like, but they're not always. I'm like, well, what's going on? What did they? Oh, look, 5 videos that have never been coming across my channel. Because I want to look at them. I want to watch them specifically. But what's been popping up on my feed, it started slow. Maybe it was always there and I didn't notice it, but I'm like, what is this? The 13-year-old tween version of libertarian conservative politics? No doubt YouTube knows I'm a upper middle-aged male who is libertarian, right? Who likes video games and nerd shit. And I don't mind being thrown up nerd shit. I don't mind being thrown up maybe expressly political analysis, like Perun and military stuff. I like watching military stuff. But when I want to get into political stuff, all it does is send me shit that is politically aligned with libertarianism or conservative politics. And I think where it really dropped the ball, where the facade was dropped, was when, I'm not kidding, well, it wasn't Sniper Wolf. That's that girl. You guys remember when you fell for that 5 years ago? Like, oh my God, my brain says a woman is really worried about something. I better pay attention to this. Or Mr. Beast. I dislike Mr. Beast. I like Mr. Beast. I don't watch his show or nothing. I'm just like, guy makes millions. Okay, good. I hope he makes 1 million more. But when that trick, shock, OMG, exposed, destroyed. I don't know how many times I heard bankrupt being used by people who don't know the meaning of that word. I'm like, that company's not based. Might be insolvent, but it's not bankrupt. Not to put a fine point on it. But where the cat took the bag, where I was like, oh, now I'm getting lies. Somehow the algorithm knew I hated Target Corporation with the passion. It is, if there is a Minnesota corporation epitomized in corporate form, it is Target. It is a leftist organization. They hate Americans. They use anti-American, certainly anti-white and anti-male propaganda as a marketing. And maybe they did at one time. They scaled back. I have an intense hatred for that firm that hates me back. So it's a mutual understanding. Right, Target Corp? We both hate each other, right? Fair enough. We don't have to like everyone. We can mutually hate each other. So I get across. I also watch this channel, like The End of Companies or something like that. Why did companies fail? So I think TGI Fridays was one. Was Sizzler or Ponderosa, and like why steakhouses fail? I'm interested in that. Well, what happened to the economy that this company didn't make it no more? There's a little bit of history there. Then I get one recommended. Target is going bankrupt, or Target's the end of Target. Oh shit, is Target? I don't pay attention to their finances. Are they having troubles? So I listen to this guy, and he's talking about how Target ain't making no money, and their sales are going down, and they're going to at any moment in time, Target will be over. It's over for Target. Shock, amaze, bankrupt, owned, exposed. So I'm like, is it that bad? And so then I went and looked up the financial statements. Target is not bankrupt. Target has had record profits even after the disease, because they were allowed to stay open. Target is doing just fine. Their sales may be shrinking, but their profits are higher than ever. And you could argue adjusted for inflation, maybe not. And I'm like, so I wasted 5 minutes of my time listening to this guy? Then I looked at everything that's being recommended in my kiln, my screens, my recommendation list, and it's all biased to the right wing. It's all completely biased. Now, I don't have anything against libertarian or right-wing politics, but kind of like Fox News getting caught with its pants down a couple times, lying or really skewing something to the right that did not represent what was happening in the real world, that pissed me off. Not that I believed 100% of all the shit that was happening, but now I have to, instead of just the ease, the luxury that we all enjoy, like, oh, I'm going to try this video, I'm going to try that video. Now I'm like, no, I can't trust this video. It's biased. Chances are it's lying. And when you look at the shock, OMG, font, concern, look, face, whoa, crazy face, I'm like, oh, it's all bullshit. It is all clickbait. I started listening. There were some channels I started listening to, and it's like, it was good reporting. There still is some good reporting, like facts happening on the ground. I'm like, okay, cool. But then for every one authentic video, there's like 5 or 6 clickbaity ones where you're like, oh shit, this website, I won't say who or what, this channel, legitimately got the scoop, broke a story. Oh, what's going on here? This is like real journalism. Oh, cool. And then that biases me to think, well, the next one, he doesn't do clickbait. That wouldn't happen. And I click on the next one, exposed horror, OMG. Oh shit, well, this guy broke the thing beforehand, and there's nothing new there. I'm like, and I'm listening, I'm like, okay, get to the point. Where, and then even I've ran into this a lot with a title. I know clickbait is shocking title tangentially related to title content. It never even touched back to the title, where it just it's an outright lie. Like, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. And this is happening on right-wing, right-leaning, conservative, libertarian, or simply not traditional media. And I'm just wasting more and more of my time. Now, I became libertarian not because I like the ideas or because I wanted to be edgy, because you sure the fuck don't get girls as a libertarian. I'll tell you that. It wasn't for the women. I did it because maybe I'm one of those rare people, maybe it's the economics background, where I look at the data and then I form my opinion. I'm not some, 15-year-old girl whose teachers got their ear all the time, like, oh my God, socialism, feminism, socialism, patriarchy, hate the white man, colonization. I looked at history, I looked at numbers and data. I say, well, there's logic, common sense. Like, I love the opposite of my political belief, which is we could sit on our ass and do nothing and get wealthy. It's like, no, that's not how it works. Which is a very simplified version of left-leaning politics. But I looked at the data and all that. I'm like, I'm empirical. And I thought there foolishly on my part, I thought there might be some honor among writer-leaning, non-Democrat sources. And there isn't. Oh, sure there is. Like, Patrick Boyle's very empirical. If you wanted nerdy, geeky economic shit, tune into Patrick Boyle. I like The Pondering with the real life fake wizard. I like It's a Gundam. Those people are on as a kind of, they're not even going there for a buy center. They're just reporting on it. But man, for every one of those, the right, generally speaking, whether you're libertarian or trad or conservative or religious, man, you guys are biased. And it's shocking that YouTube, the algorithm, plays to that. Because here's the end. If there's someone at YouTube, I know you're not going to make a lot of money on this. I know you got to go for clicks. I know it's volume and traffic. But there is a market. If you could put a switch, like select for empiricism or select for intellectual honesty, I don't know how you'd measure that. But YouTube knows I'm a libertarian, but it doesn't know I'm an empiricist. And so it will send me basically lies and propaganda because it thinks I want to hear what I want to hear. It thinks I'm a chick. Come on, YouTube. Come on, I'm male, right? Why do you why are you telling me lies? I'm not a chick. I'm not an Oprah person. I'm not a Democrat guy. I'm a man. I'm conservative libertarian type. You can tell me the truth. I don't want lies. I don't want to hear what you think I want to hear. I want the truth. And a lot of the channels I listen to, they got sponsorship for Ground News. Ground News is like a Snopes. They analyze the news and say, well, this news article is biased and this one is leans left, this leans right. So there is already a service out there. But for YouTube, like, come on, man. Come on, you got your algorithms. You can figure out what people want before they know they want it. You got it. You have to. Can you provide the empiricist button? Can you not just throw me the left wing or the right wing slop you think I want to hear? It's a great question. What percentage of people, whether you're left wing or right wing, doesn't matter, religious or this or that, just want to hear what they want to hear? The perfect mental state. How many of us are like your average Oprah worshiping woman, where I believe my king, my prince is around the corner, and I could be a fat, insufferable pain in the ass who's overweight, and I'm going to get myself a 10. And, there's a market for it. The Hallmark Channel, Harlequin romance novel. But Oprah made her money telling women, oh, you're entitled there. Oh, it's just around the corner. Just wait. And now all those women are like well into their 60s or older. There's a huge market for lies. I'm not saying you got to come up with something as thorough or robust as ground news. But man, you got censors, right? You hire people to look over the content. Can you make people say, no, I want empirical? There's a market for truth is what I'm saying. If anything, the Trump election showed you that, right? The traditional legacy media it's not biased. It is the left. They are the propaganda arm for the left. And that's where the Rogans and the internet and YouTube could capitalize. YouTube has benefited from having conservative or alternative voices to the mainstream media. And then we got to shut you down because you said too many things. Then Rumble came. There's a market is what I'm saying. But I would imagine there's both people on both sides, the Democrats and the Republicans, the left and the right. Maybe we're a minority. Maybe we're a precious few. But can you not purposely send us propagandist slop? Can you not send us lies? Is there a way in our surfing behavior you can identify, say, wait, that guy or that gal might be a Democrat, but they don't want to hear horse shit. They don't want to hear they want the truth. They want data. And maybe we shouldn't send them shock, OMG. I mean, think of the shame. I expect that coming from teenagers and low IQ people. I could see that being on the Democrats. OMG, Trump said zany thing, which he didn't say. I mean, isn't that like what the Guardian, the media does anyway? Ronald Reagan wanted to kick puppies and babies. Shock, find out. Taking things out of context. I could see there's a market for that. All right, there's your tabloids. But could you, in other words, what I'm looking for is kind of like, can you program your algorithm to acknowledge there's some people who read the 1990s Economist, right? People who don't want lies. They don't necessarily want to feel good. What they want is the truth and reality. And maybe that's a boring algorithm. Maybe that's a boring channel. Maybe it is stodgy. Maybe it is the Economist Intelligence Unit of the 90s. Not now. I wouldn't trust the Economist. I wouldn't. They still, if you didn't know, the Economist had to go. It's a British publication. They have nationalized healthcare. And for like the past, 14 years, they've been trying to get an appointment because, nationalized healthcare to remove Obama dicks from the Economist's mouth because they just got it. It's so lodged and they just love it so much. But, nationalized healthcare, you got to wait like, your life's not at risk, Economist. Just keep sucking Obama's dick. It's okay. It's been fine for 14 years. We'll get to you. But yeah, and now even the color pattern I don't trust. If it's too bright, loud colors, no. And looks like I am going to have to go to my subscription service, my subscriptions, the channels I subscribe to. I'm going to have to go and look at the empirical ones. I'm going to have to inconveniently move a thumb a little bit more than normal. But man, I have seen so much bias and so much not truth, not even it's just clickbait. Nothing new. Not related to the title of the video that comes by. And I'm afraid that a lot of you guys, at minimum, you're wasting your time. Okay. You're getting the wrong. Even the red pill stuff. Women hate men. Oh my God. Like, no, there has to be a nuance. Like, not all women hate men. You just get these, why? Because I watched a Rollo Tomasi video. Now I'm getting some weirdos. I'm like teenage boys. Like, women suck. Blah, blah, blah. Like, really? Do all women suck? Like, really? Don't bother asking out women. Wait a minute. Hold on. We didn't go that far. Why am I getting like this extreme emotional, not reason, not thought out videos? And so I know why YouTube is doing it. They want to make money. They know that sweet lies sell better than harsh truths. But in a sense, then YouTube just becomes, well, it becomes whatever political mold they have to become to sell to people who believe in that political. So the YouTube is also left wing. It is also right wing. I was shocked. Like they send it, man. And I'll tell you, YouTube, right now, you're sending lies in. You're sending in misinformation and not truth. Now, I'm all for free speech. If people want to lie and skew it, you have your tabloids, fine. That's up to the American people to figure out the bias. But I'm kind of shocked. I'm like, you're recommending this to me? You're recommending this period? 2-3 years ago, you would have been banning this shit. Really? Which I guess I like to see YouTube being more free speech. And I don't know, did you finally get your heads out of your ass from a financial perspective? Say we don't need censors. Maybe we just let everyone talk and we don't spend all of our money. I'd love to see the financial statements of YouTube, not Google, just to see how much they're spending on censors. But look, there's a market. A lot of people get their information from YouTube. I don't know if YouTube or Alphabet Corporation cares really about ESG, or I would say corporate society relations, which is what it really should be. Can you pull it out? Can you make a screen? Can you have us select we only like empirical stuff? Can you not send us the clickbait, right or left? But for you guys, just be aware of what's coming into your feed. Because I'd like to think that's one thing that separates left-leaning from right-leaning politics is the writer-leaning tends to be a bit more adult and empirical. Like if for any other reason, the assumption is like, no, there's no such thing as a free lunch. We all have to work. The laws of physics, not the laws of economics. The laws of physics require it because we consume calories of energy. So for those of you really who are the more adult and sane version on the political aisles, yeah, I don't know if you could really, there's some tells like loud, fancy colors and OMG. If you see dipshits, if you see dipshits on the thumbnail art should kind of tell you. There you are. Oh, yeah, he's super. Oh, so link below. I was like, what the hell do I learn? Oh, Curse of the High IQ. I'm like, yeah, my audience isn't stupid. If you're sick and tired of the stupid people and the tabloids and OMG, Becky Beckerson said something bad about Susie Suserson. News that said, get Curse of the High IQ. You're in a dumb country and the country's getting dumber. And there you go. There you go. Hate 56, $5. I have a small PP, 4.5 inch. I'm scared to lose my V card because it doesn't matter. Well, think of the logic. I'm afraid to lose it. Why would you be afraid to lose it? It's her problem if she's not satisfied. I know that's a very shocking thing, but go lose your virginity. Who cares? That's a her problem, not a you problem. I mean, if we're going to analyze it very empirically. Mods, it's all $10. Listening to things one does not agree with is a test of the person's reasoning capabilities and their ability to keep their emotions under control. Avert your eyes, close your ears. Well, here's another thing. What if I actually am wrong? I doubt it. After 3 decades of pretty hard data and empirical and just simple logic. I mean, at the end of the day, you got one group of people arguing for free shit. Like, no. I mean, you can almost dismiss it out of hand there. But I want to more as I get older. It's like, well, I don't want to. I don't want to violate anyone's rights. I don't. The supremacy of the individual. All right. Well, why do you think that? Maybe where I'm focusing on something that's purely economic, perhaps I am violating some kind of right, or it's just there's nothing bad comes with you listening to the other side. And Mazatol, as you point out, as long as you don't get agitated or angry or anything like that, I want and the other thing is I want the truth. There's a lot of gray where they spin it, OMG, did you hear that? And, this happens on conservative media, like Newsmax or whatever. You go like, they didn't say that. That's not what they meant. Stop fucking riling us up. So I would like to hear now. 9 out of 10 times the argument is going to be shit. It's going to be childish on the left because it's a childish philosophy. So I don't expect some kind of reasoned William F. Buckley Jr. type of delivery. But I mean, you don't ever want one. You don't want to shut out the other side for there. You want to know what are they thinking, and two, there's that whole gray area with both sides of me are going to skew it, and so I don't want to. Oh my God, you hear that thing happen, and then the left is like, no, that didn't happen. It was the other thing, and I fuck you, liar. Now we're not making any progress. Paracelsius on Dirac, $5. Speaking about bias, SD Bullion has 1/10 ounce gold random year. Britannia's for only 5 over spot. That's a 35 savings. I bought my first gold coin. Well, good for you. Not a big gold guy. The gold is a little too valuable. Elon Musk, filthy jockstrap, $5. I like the volunteer to dethrone Dre as your token black friend. Oh, we got another. I didn't know you were. Well, with the name Elon, I thought, well, can we do a bidding war? For your information, Via V had some major issues. Email to follow. Okay, yeah, send it to me, Elon. I appreciate it. Wow, boy, Dre's pretty. He's ensconced there. He's in first place position for token black friend. I mean, he does the $2 super chats. He has no shortage of short jokes. It's going to be hard, Elon. It's going to be, and look, Wisda, he's up there. Wisda sends me silver. I got the silver thing right there. Big old hunk of silver. I mean, what do you bring to the table, Elon? What are we talking about here? I mean, a couple of videos back where Wisda was on, I think Dre wasn't. We were joking about Dre and like how I went to my tokenblackfriend.com and it was like auto trader you select for height and everything. Like there's a joke in there somewhere where we could get all the different black guys could post their pictures and my tokenblackfriend.com and then height and career and kind of dating profile, kind of auto trader, age. Did he see Die Hard or not? It'd be an expensive joke because you have to get the website. But I thought it'd be funny. Like, oh yeah, we got like myblackfriend.com. Do you need a black friend? Are you getting accused of racism? Get myblackfriend.com for just the low price of $25.95. You too could get a black friend. There's black guys, posing with a white guy fishing or something. Your black guy friend will go and do white guy things with you, like fishing and snowmobiling. You could put that, like white guy skill, right? Okay, hear me out. My tokenblackfriend.com. Okay, pictures, profiles, but then how you would really rate it is white guy skills, right? I'm proficient in snowmobiling. I'm proficient in fishing. And then subspecialty ice fishing. Like, oh, that guy over there, he can ice fish. What other white guy stuff? Tennis, we could, yeah. Get a token ascot. He comes with an ascot to really, has knows how to navigate country clubs. Yachting, you could do that. There'd be the yachtsman. He'd have that gray thing with the gold buttons and the captain's hat. I mean, there's some money to be made here, guys. And they're like, and you could have like your regular name, right? But then your white guy name, Thaddeus, Chaz. Oh, could you imagine if I had $1 billion, how much damage I could get into? Oh my God. All right, Elon. We'll accept. We'll consider your application for token black friend here at the Cappy Cap Hour. Ace Montana, $5. You think automation will catch up soon enough to compensate for the growing not working male population? No, it's not happening. You already have your answer, Ace, with inflation. Now they're saying GDP per capita is going up. I would say no, it's not going up. The traditional measures they're using in GDP per capita, I don't think it fully accounts for inflation. I also don't think people are accounting for people having to live at home and all that. the cost of cars and the cost of education, no. I think standards of living are at best stagnating in the US, if not going down. And we're not even in a technical recession. That's why I'm like, no. So that's proof that automation is not producing the GDP to replace the lost labor of men not working. It's happening. It's happening. I got the book right here, A World Without Men, an analysis of an all-female economy. Men are dropping out of the labor force. You're getting what you wanted, ladies. We're waiting now for you to start building the homes and fixing the cars, which don't happen apparently. So, yeah, it's already happening. It's not keeping up. It isn't. That Castinator, $5. I'll try to view all perspectives to hear what people have to say, but to listen to the gospel according to Aaron, and watch most of your videos. Amen. Well, I'm empirical. I mean, you go look at I don't think one book of mine doesn't have a chart. It's got, except Boris the Shitting Buffalo. I don't think there's a chart in that one. Yeah, I'm biased to the libertarian right-wing side of things, but that's where the data got me. And if the data shows me I'm wrong, well, then I'll change, but it doesn't look to be that way. But yeah, you should listen. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't listen to Destiny or Roosh or Roush. Roosh, no, not Roush. Vaush. Right? Am I wrong? Do I have to listen to Destiny or Vaush? Things not fair. We should get more rich people's money, right? Is it the same thing that's been being said since forever? Elon Musk's filthy jockstrap, $2. You are short. I'm 6'3" and have $2. Maybe tree fit. Oh, see the tree fitty. Tree fitty. Now that Trey don't do that. He don't do no tree fitty. Loch Ness Monster. Mods, it's all $10 generous dollars. Attend the People's U of M, University of Minnesota, and worked at 2 other us. I heard and saw things every day that I did not like, and in some cases angered me. I saw how easy it is to indoctrinate people into falsehood. Yeah, universities are. I'm not here. You can throw away all academic research for the past half a century. Not joking. This is how bad they are for both the social sciences and the liberal arts. Just throw it all away. And in a sense, it's already being thrown away because none of it has any bearing or works in the real world. And so all these, think of that, probably millions by now. Yeah, got to be millions of academics and PhDs who've been going to university for the past half a century. Their papers it's over. All their research, it's pointless. They wasted all their lives. All the research is going to be, when there's a hard reset, we got to go back to brass tacks and do things that work. It's going to be swept under it's not going to be swept under the rug. It'll be long forgotten. And it's just so voluminous. All at the end of the day to say, literally, at the end of the day to say the same thing. We just need more of other people's money. Just, why didn't you just say so? Why go through all that? Yeah, it's a bias. I mean, there's an echo chamber at universities. But and I know that may anger you, but once you leave, look on the flip side. Really, go look at any. Well, you're starting to see it. All these people in media journalism. All these people in journalism, they're not only are they not going to be hired and have been replaced by the wisdom and the knowledge and the facts of the internet. They especially if you're a younger one. You get to look, say, well, there's no future for me, or you're going to scrimp and save and go on OnlyFans like some people do. And then if you're an old boomer, like, you did nothing. Trump still got elected. Your entire life stopping conservative right-leaning politics, it's over. You didn't stop it. You didn't improve. You didn't save the world. You've done. In other words, look at the entire life of Down syndrome girl. What's her name? Greta Thunberg. A gal's got to be pushing 30, right? She's not going to change. It's going to be 60 more years of how dare you, and then she'll die. And that will be it. And it's the same thing of any university, whether it's the U of M or any other place. It's all leftists who are trying to avoid work and demand other people's money. And at the end of the day, all you did was study sociology, demand more government money, the tedium, the ever microscopic level of detail you're analyzing, whatever. I mean, even your concepts, your entire studies are made up in bullshit. Like intersectionality. What the fuck is that? No one's still be able to explain that to me. It's where race meets gender. Well, great. There's an intersection there. Why is there a term for it? Because you guys got nothing else to do. Elon Musk, filthy jockstrap, Tree Fitty, down with Dre. Where is he? I miss his chat. Guy's got to sleep. Dre's got to sleep, you know. Guy actually has a real job too, you know. He does. He's not just sitting there collecting Adderall points. He does a real thing. All right, there you guys go. Curse of the High IQ, link below. We'll see you guys later, Toodles.